Hillary Otuti, a staff of Rural Initiative for Community Empowerment, heading livelihood and environment. At the same time, I'm also pursuing a Master's Science in Agroecology from Uganda Matters University. I'm based in Arua City, where currently I am. I'm in a village called Onzivualiku in Ombokoro Ward, Aivu Division, Arua City in West Nile sub-region. Most of our farmers, Arua in particular, suffer a lot, especially the bean farmers, from aphids and the other pests at the early stages of bean production. And this causes a lot of crop losses, as farmers are still ignorant about integrated pest management practices to use, because most of them prefer seeing the signs of pests and diseases first, which is a bad practice. And here in this garden, this farmer is also a victim of aphids. If we can see, especially this crop is affected by aphids because they are very dangerous. They suck the sap of the crop, which weakens the crop more and more, and leading to this yellowish leaves. And then the root of this plant is also rotting because the sap has been sucked by the aphids. And then there are also other pests that are also eating up the leaves. So the best practice will be to go organically by formulating neem pesticide, and this needed to be applied in the early stages of the crop, such that before these signs are seen like this, these aphids already repelled, because neem pesticide is a good repellent of aphids. So I'm going to demonstrate how neem pesticide can be formulated. You need to have the following ingredients. One, you must have garlic. This helps to repel the aphids. We also need neem. This can be crushed to form neem oil, which is also another repellent for aphids. So we also need soap. This is soap when mixed with the neem and the garlic, like this knife. This can be used to chop the soap into the required grams, and then a container of 500 ml, which also helps to measure the quantity of water to use. This jar is also to contain water. This is to ease pouring into this plastic bottle. And we also need water to mix, and then mortar is also necessary. It helps us to crush the garlic and also the neem seeds. So with the aid of pestle, we'll start the process with crushing the garlic. So for the purpose of demonstration, we'll do a little, and then for a big farm or extensive farming, we can also keep adding. So before the garlic is crushed, the cover needs to be peeled. You have to remove the outside cover. So for this demonstration, we need 100 grams of the garlic, which needs 2 pieces like this, and then this is put in the mortar. After putting, you crush it with the aid of the pestle. You have to ensure until it is crushed into finer pieces. So after crushing, you need to remove and you can remove and put in the container. Okay, this is mixed with the 500 ml of water. So how do we measure this? This bottle is a 500 ml. You now need water. You fill it with water. Okay, this is our 500 mils of water. You now add on the garlic. After adding, you now stir. You stir a bit so that it can easily get dissolved in the water. Okay, after stirring, you need to enclose it with the lid, and you keep this one inside your room, maybe in the store. This sleeps for 12 hours before it can be mixed with the neem oil. You also need the neem seeds. Like this. You add the mortar. You can also pound it slowly to crush the seeds. As soon as you have finished pounding the neem seeds to extract now the oil, you scoop and put in a container, and then ensure the caveras are also taken care of because they are very bad to the environment. We can again wash the mortar. And then we add 250 mils of water. And then we also stir. Okay, after stirring, and our garlic, which has slept for a night, 12 hours, we now need to filter it out. So if you don't have a sieve, the sprayer pump like this also has a ready-made sieve you can use to filter. So now this is the residue, and then that is what we are going to use for spraying. So we can keep this aside, and then we also need to filter our neem extract. So this is the 500 mils of garlic. So this is ready for spraying. We now need to add in the sprayer pump. Whenever you are going to spray, you ensure your sprayer is also cleaned. You may need to clean, you may never know. Someone might have used, or another farmer, or yourself. You need to clean it very well to avoid contamination. So after it is cleaned, we can now add our garlic. So on this garlic, we only need 10 mils of neem extract. So the sprayer has also a device with the measurements already. We can see it is starting with 5 mils, 10, 20, 30. So to mix the garlic, we need 50 mils of the neem extract. So we can measure 30, and then we add 20 more mils to make the 50. So when it reaches the bar line, like this is 30, we add, and then we also make another 20 to total to 50 mils. Yeah, that is 50 mils of the neem extract added on the garlic, 500 mils. So if you have liquid soap, you add 10 mils of liquid soap to suffocate the aphids. So if you don't have, you may need a matchbox size of the tablet. We can chop this and also stir. So this size is enough. We can also clean it. So this needs to be crushed and is stirred until it is in liquid form to measure 10 mils to mix with the concentrate. With the help of the pestle, we can also heat it. See, it is slippery, so it doesn't need more energy. Yeah, after crushing, we can add some water. But in case you have liquid soap, you just measure the 10 mils direct. This one needed to dissolve for some quite a number of minutes, such that it is in milky form for us to measure and add on our concentrate. You can also feel the thickness, whether it is heavy or too light, but it has to be like pure milk. Okay, after it is like this form, we now measure the 10 mils. This is our 10 mils. We add here. So since this is a conch, we may also need now to dilute for field use. We again measure another 500 mils of water to make it 1 liter. This size we can add. So after adding, we can wash the strainer. And then also the lid. We can close. Before spraying, it is advisable we first shake for it to mix properly. Okay, we can now pump it. So now we're ready for spraying. Make sure when you are spraying, you should check under the leaves also, because aphids are funny. They can hide under the leaves. You make sure the under surfaces are sprayed well. You should have a uniform spray like this. So in a bad day like this, with the bad weather, you may need to spray frequently. See the way it is repelling, the flies are moving away. See them. It also repels other pests, not necessarily aphids, even the grasshoppers. Neem pesticide is not the only way of controlling aphids in a farm. There are other ways that can help farmers prevent aphids. One of them can be the use of ash, which is applied on the plants to prevent the aphids. How does it control aphids? they dehydrate aphids until they reach a level that they're able to lose all the water in their body systems. So after losing, definitely they end up dying. So in this per-urban garden system, you have a corn garden which we manage using us, and sometimes we mulch besides application of Neem pesticide. So this we normally apply on all the plant parts, because aphids, they like hiding the back of the leaves and then also on the cones of collards. So to overcome this, ash is sprinkled on the leaves, even the cones, and the parts where you see the aphids are really attacking the plants. So when they come into contact with the ash, so it makes them dehydrate until they die off. So this is a method of preventing them. So the other method, we can also use organic matter, the dry grass, to mulch under the collards. So this will help disrupt the activities of the aphids. It will also disrupt their food system, the way they feed on the crops, and it also eliminates the contact with the soil. So as we mulch, we all know that mulching also helps a lot in conserving soil moisture. When the moisture is conserved, especially during dry season, you realize that soil moisture takes longer, and this helps plants to access water and then grow vigorously. And then mulching also helps prevent weeds, whereby the young coming weeds are able to be suffocated by the layer of mulch. So which helps control weed, because when we know there are a lot of weeds, it gives a lot of work also to the farmers in terms of labor for hiring workers to weed. Sometimes crops also lose vigor because there will be a lot of competition over nutrients, over soil water in between the crops and the weeds. So to avoid this, we may need to mulch at the early stages of the crops, such that they're able to grow vigorously, and then you're able to obtain the maximum yield expected in this crop. How do we mulch? So you need to ensure you have dry grass ready, like this, and then this is spread on the bottom of the leaves. You ensure the soil surface is also covered properly. So make sure you also take care of the organic matter during the dry season, especially in a rural setting where there are a lot of cases of bushfire. You may need to keep the boundaries of your garden clean by clearing before the onset of the dry season, such that your garden is not accessed by fire, because some of the farmers in West Nile have lost plants like this, especially collards and tomatoes, because of fire outbreaks. So cleaning or maintaining your garden helps to safeguard the dry organic matter against fire. Thank you.